In a situation where masyadong futuristic yung Tesla but you still want an EV, well, ito yung part 2 nung sabihin nating EV crossover test. So, part 1 was a Tesla, but ito, if you want something that's a bit more traditional na meron pa rin physical dials everywhere dito sa sasakyan, well, I guess this is your only choice eh. Even has the start button. This is the Toyota bZ4. See, very traditional yung interior niya eh. It's as if it just happened to be an EV. What I like about this is it's very familiar. If your previous car was kahit hindi Toyota, kahit a traditional ICE car, kasi you still have your gear selector here, handbrake, climate control. It's a dedicated screen dito sa baba lagi ng infotainment. Save it in auto. Yan, ito yung dials niya, 20 degrees agad. And there's still physical dials. Unlike the Tesla kanina where everything's buried in the screen, you still have switches dito for wipers and then indicator stocks and your headlight switch is still here. Yung Tesla kanina, you need to flick it somewhere dito eh. For most people kasi na hindi maano sa technology, alanganin din yung Tesla so to speak eh. Kasi it's gonna be a learning curve. Well, for someone my age na nasa mid-20s pa lang, madali siya magets. But the question is, for people, sabihin natin, above 50 to 60, pero gusto pa rin nila ng EVs, ito parang mas pasok para sa kanila eh. Kasi everything feels a lot more familiar. Kasi yun nga, you still have buttons dito for cruise control, yung controls mo for infotainment, which make work talaga itong sasakyan na to. You need to bring the steering wheel a bit down para makita to. But this is here for a reason. Ang thinking kasi ng Toyota is, imbis maglagay sila ng heads-up display dito na projector, why not make the gauges the heads-up display itself? So hindi ka na titingin papunta dito, nandun na siya. Habang nasa daan ka, you can see everything agad. So it's brilliant in that respect. Oh, sa car status, you can see the all-wheel drive status. Mamaya explain ko to. There's an interesting thing dito sa kotse to regarding its all-wheel drive eh. So
Yes, sir.
let's go.
Yes, sir.
For drive modes, normal lang saka eco mode, no? And then X mode. Grabe, selling point talaga nitong bZ4 is how familiar it feels. It's like a normal Toyota pero yun nga lang talaga wala kang naririnig na makina that kicks in. Ayun, regarding sa all-wheel drive kanina, this isn't actually 100% Toyota. Underneath collab kasi to with Toyota and Subaru. Hence why it has X mode din, which later we will test dun sa loob ng course for a very weird reason. Yeah, you can see the all-wheel drive system status here. You know, it's sending power to all four wheels. Yun nga lang, unlike the Tesla which has one pedal drive, this I think doesn't, pero adjustable by paddles. Yeah, adjustable siya by paddles, but it's not one pedal driving. Let's leave it in level 1 siguro. Okay, so far the ride quality, comparing this with the Model Y, this ride's a lot softer eh. Pero does this mean it's gonna roll a lot more than the Tesla earlier? Well, only one way to find out. I've only really seen this feature sa Lexus, but if you hit the brake pedals, may brake lights ding lumalabas dun sa display. No, Subarus also do this, like some of them. Okay, good test sa 360 cam. Tignan natin. Papasok? Pasok. Very nice. Okay. So, tanggalin muna natin sa eco mode for now. Wala tong sport mode eh. So, I guess normal mode, sabi ng Toyota, will be good enough, I suppose. And, okay. Okay, game kuya.
Sige, sir.
Sige. 3, 2, 1. Yeah, this is faster kasi all-wheel drive siya eh. And there's a bit more body roll, but not exactly that bad. Okay, here's the bumps. We have a feature to test. So, flick X mode on. Yan, snow and dirt. But, there's a feature na usually seen on Land Cruisers. Grip control. And if I can figure out how to use it. Yan. So, I'm not touching anything and the car is rolling by itself. See? Okay, may bumps dyan. So, Creep can't really do that. Ayun. Right now, my foot is off the pedals and it's doing this all by itself. Sa Land Cruisers, this feature is called crawl control, but Weirdly enough, iba yung pangalan niya dito sa BZ4, and you can adjust the pace if you want it to go faster. Ito, put it in mid, and then sa highest, reasonable enough pa rin for off-road use. You can just drive the entire course without even hitting the, oh, obviously, pag magbe-brake ka, you need to hit it, but yun nga, for off-road use, it's good. Sa ngayon, siya lang yung nag-iisang EV na may ganyang function. So yun, there's an interesting quirk to this car. Kasi, yun nga, this being part Subaru, minamarket pa rin nila to as a very rugged crossover na kaya din you know, slight trails, okay, ito, deep snow and mud, put it back to normal. Instant torque never gets old. Very nippy. And one last push. It's fast. And now we slow down. Okay, let's flick the regen to near max dito ngayon. See how strong it is. Max na nga lang natin. If you drive this normally, flick it in eco, it's very relaxing, like all EVs naman. But the soft suspension reminds me of something I don't know what, I don't know, I can't pinpoint specifically kung saan regarding sa suspension to, but this really reminds me of a Subaru pagdating sa suspension tuning niya. Like, I know this because I myself, I drive an old Subaru. They have this weird feeling na the chassis is soft, but the body control, it still remains stable. It doesn't wallow, pero at the same time malambot siya. I don't know, it's like that Subaru magic has magically went inside this car. I'd say that's a good thing. Yeah, it doesn't have one pedal drive. It still creeps at low speed, but who's behind us?
May sumusunod din pala sa atin
The GAC. But yeah, my opinion still stands sa suspension na ito. It really has that Subaru feel to it. Nakontrolado niya yung katawan niya despite the fact that it's soft. That's something I can't say with the Chinese cars that I have tested so far. Like, most of them are overly soft and disconnected na nagpa-float sila sa lubak. I mean, for some people, that's a good thing kasi sabi nila, parang nga naman you're riding on a cloud. But personally, I like a car that's able to control itself over bumps. Pero at the same time, hindi niya natatransmit yung mga undulations dun sa kabina. So, case in point, ayun pababayan. And the car manages itself quite well. Okay, final thoughts on the BZ4. Okay, the suspension is not as stiff as the Tesla, granted, dahil doon hindi rin siya ganun ka-athletic, but take note, the Tesla's rear-wheel drive, this is a front-bias all-wheel drive system Mas malakas yung motor niya sa harap So, it won't be as agile, pero the point is, both of them control their body so well at the limit. Yun ang hinahanap ko sa mga EVs They don't have that overly floaty and disconnected feel. Hence why, these are probably the two EVs that I would actually wholeheartedly consider. Like, ikaw na lang bahala if you want the futuristic one or you want something that's a lot more familiar